Peace be upon you. The summary of the first unit, Introduction to Personal Computer Hardware, focuses on PC components, the motherboard, CPU, memory, storage devices, and input and output devices. What is a computer? The computer is a device that processes input through the CPU and outputs a set of results using memory. The first unit discusses PC components, including the case, power supply, motherboard, CPU, memory, adapter cards, expansion slots, and storage devices. Input, output devices. A computer is a device that processes input through the CPU and outputs a set of results using memory. The first unit talks about PC components, the case, power supply, motherboard, CPU, memory, adapter cards, expansion slots, and storage devices. The case, phone resistance, CPU practice, adapter, course, and expansion slots, storage devices, ports, cables, and input devices. Cases come in many shapes, like a box that contains the computer. In traditional cases, there are horizontal cases, which are not common anymore. Then there's the full-size tower, which is still available, and the compact tower, which is a smaller computer. After that, the all-in-one PC became very popular. What are the parts of a computer? The most important part of a computer is the power supply, which provides electrical power to the entire PC. Of course, we connect a group of cables to it, each cable from these countries. Each type of these connectors has a specific shape so that we can connect it to the required device. For example, here we have the 6-pin PCI, Molex 4-pin, and 6-pin CPU. Each of these types connects to a device inside the computer and has a specific shape that makes it difficult to connect it the wrong way. The components of the motherboard are the motherboard itself, which is the most important part of the computer. It includes the key components of the computer, such as the CPU, RAM, internal USB, chipset, BIOS, UEFI, and expansion slots. RIM, internal UCB, chipset, BIOS UC. The CPU is the central processing unit, and it is considered the brain of the computer that processes data and converts it into information. There is another important part of the memory for the computer, which is ROM, read-only memory. It is a type of memory that only contains the essential programs needed to run the computer. RAM is another type of memory, but it is random access memory where programs are temporarily stored for execution. When the computer is turned off, this information is lost and the data is transferred from the storage unit to RAM. Next, examples of input devices include the keyboard and mouse, which are essential. The scanner is another input device that scans images or documents. Then we have the joystick and gamepad, as well as the KVM switch. All of these are input units for the computer. The first device is anything that outputs from the computer, and the simplest example is the monitor. The projector is a device that displays images, the speaker is the sound device, and the headphones are the closing sound devices. Thank you.